all about, and where we are, where we are going, what we plan to do, how we plan to do what we want to do. Quickly to take that, I would like to introduce Abdullahi Shaibu Damat.
I remain Abdullahi Shaibu Damat. I am the founder of this initiative. But being just the founder, I cannot actually execute it to become a complete initiative without the drivers that I'm driving the initiative with. Let me start by defining what JED actually stands for. JED means Grassroots Empowerment Program. It is a network of all the youth of this country. We are even planning to go beyond this country. We are even looking at the whole continent itself, but we have to start somewhere. It's a network of the youth that will cut across religious and cultural boundaries, with coordinators, representatives from the 6 geopolitical zones, 36 states of the Federation, including Abuja, and the 744 local governments we have in the country, which right now we have a coverage of more than 649 local governments. We are still working towards making it complete by the grace of God. The initiative has 2 versions, or let me say segments. The first segment is the literature aspect of the initiative, and that is what I'm trying to pass across now. The initiative now says, as we all know, that necessity is the mother of invention. When you have a problem, you're forced to look for the solution to the problem. Though someone came from the United States and said that necessity is not the mother of invention. He said refusing to accept things the way that they are is the mother of invention. In JED Youth Network, I and countless other youth were taught from day one that we are vessels to the humanity. We must make sure that our society is safe, and we also have to give our contribution towards the existence of human race. We now say we have to do something for our country. Let us come together and establish a network that will network all these people together irrespective of their tribe or religion. We should all look at them as youth between the age 18 to 45. Exist on a certain platform, which will be very difficult physically. We now say, okay, let's go on the internet. Start the first phase by executing the internet platform, which is a network that everybody will need to register as a member to benefit for several economic empowerment gains. And that's why we have to start the network for the first time. The network is not established, and that is why we are here to pass the message across to the youth, to tell them that there's a network established for you that will work closely related to the way social media exist. When I was told that Facebook was invented by a guy called Mark Zuckerberg from the United States, WhatsApp is also from a guy somewhere around the United States, most of the social medias we are doing, so it became known in my heart that it must be a white that can actually come up with anything. Then I started consulting some well-meaning Nigerians. I asked them, is it possible for us to do anything for ourselves? The unintended consequence is that I did not know that even a Nigerian would actually invent a network. So we started the journey with a lot of people. We are more than 163 that started the initiative outside Nigeria back in the days at school. We came back to the country where I can tell you it's only 27 that made it to the final. So many of them said it's difficult. We cannot do it. We can't get there. But we told ourselves to network the country is very simple. All we need to do is to have ambassadors from the grassroots, because the message needs to go down to the grassroots. All this will now push us to focus on 3 basic things: the economic empowerment, the social empowerment that we cannot control, and the political empowerment. I can see future leaders around, a lot of people with great initiatives in them. But what is pushing them not to actually take action and just get to that point is because of the way we are brought up. I was brought up to understand as a Nigerian, by myself as a Nigerian, and all I see is if you're not a Nigerian, you're half human, half devil. But believe me, the same thing down to our grassroots. All of us are seeing ourselves with the name of this and that, which that time, I don't think we still have that time anymore. That time is gone. The shoulder, the responsibility of taking this country to the next level lies on the shoulders of the youth, between the age 18 to 45. We are all vessels. You are here existing because you have something in you very unique that you need to take this nation to the next level. That is why you are existing. If you like, you die with your idea, but at the end of the day, I don't think it's going to be something good that you will say your adventure was nice. So we started our own journey, our own struggle to establish a network, and the network is established. And that's what we are going to explain when we come to the structural aspect of the initiative. The whole country is covered under this single platform. And what we are doing here today is to encourage people to take the message to their various destinations and tell people that this network is existing for you and I. It is not for anybody. We can only have a founder, but at the end of the day, the benefit we are getting from some of the social media today, I don't think we are sending them directly to the founder. Everybody is now using it for businesses, for so many other things. So we want to use this our own platform today that we are launching here to take this country to the next level and at the same time take ourselves to the next level. Because if our country remains where it is, we always have problems and we keep complaining. And a lot of us will be focusing on other things that are irrelevant. So we really want to take that irresponsibility in us, which a lot of people are pushing us to think in that dimension. Why lies a lot of problems are waiting for the solution, it must come from the youth. This is a brief reason why we invented this initiative. The capacity I said earlier, we are looking at representatives from all the local levels, so that at the end of the day, nobody will be left behind. We want the message to take to the grassroots. That a lot of people who want to come onto the platform to market ideas. So many people are there in the villages with great ideas. How will they take their ideas to the city? It's only you in the city that get empowered when there's any empowerment initiative. Social empowerment program that is just in the city. A lot of people come to your destination and take your numbers, collect your CVs, take everything from you and come back at the end of the day and bring a kind of funny initiative and say, we are empowering you. With what? People always mistake this empowerment to be only teaching somebody how to do carpentry work, how to do this and that, not knowing that empowerment is beyond that. So in JEB Youth Network, we are looking at the three aspects. The social empowerment, which I will explain when I explain the structure, the economic empowerment will also follow, and the political empowerment, that will be at the end of this session. I think with this, I would like to stop here for the literature aspect, then would like to go to the next level, which is the structural aspect, which we display it here to the eyes of everybody, and see that we are saying establishing a network. It is not only coming to tell you that we want to establish a network. We have already established a network with representatives from the grassroots, as we can all see in the short time. So let's also focus and see that this problem is facing all of us, because we all go to the same market, we go to the same, we enter the same public transport, we do virtually everything the same. But when we go back to our destination, we begin to preach something that is not necessary. So this platform, this is the interface of the platform. All you need to do is, you can see it here with a very well-secured platform with our URL called jebyouthnetwork.com. Once you type in jebyouthnetwork.com on your address bar, you always see the platform popping up for you to really go through and see what we have there for you. This is about the initiative. If you look at it very well, you will see that if you really want to know much about JEB, all you need to do is log onto the platform www.jebyouthnetwork.com, and then you will see everything there you need to do. If I should go through it, I don't think it's much necessary. That's our organogram there, grassroots empowerment program, started from the bounding body, surrounded by the zonal coordinators. The zonal coordinators are also surrounded by state representatives. The state representatives are surrounded by local government representatives, which is taking the message to the grassroots. And the final thing is the members, which you just log in to register as members of JEB Youth Network to benefit for the enormous programs we have that will be showing in the next show. This is our mission. We said we want to bring in something that will take the youth to the next level. You must consider making a conducive atmosphere for all. What is it that you do to some people and empower them? Give them information. That's all they are needing. It is not money. But a lot of people will think to empower you is to give you money. Sometimes it's not just money, sometimes you need to be empowered with information. So a lot of things that is related to that will be going on in any time. But our vision, we want to create an enabling environment where every youth, regardless of tribes, religion, or circumstances, will strive for a common goal. All you have to focus is the youth. Are you between the age this and that? That then belongs to the fight. Once you are between the age this and that, it belongs to the fight. You don't have any problem to think of your tribe or religion or where you are actually coming from. This space is meant for the activities that is going to be going around the country. This is a space we dedicated for our members. As a member, anybody from anywhere, from any background, all you need to do is to have any locally produced something as Nigerian. Whatever you have that is locally produced, you log onto this site yourself and upload it to have that access to the market, which is free of charge for all the members. All you need to do is just become a member of JP Network. All you need to do is become a member of JP Network. Sign in, which in a nutshell my colleague here will be telling people how to register as members. So once you register as a member, any product you have from the local as a factory, anything you have, you produce yourself, you'll be seeing it displayed here for the coverage of the whole country. And that's a very big market, and you can do a lot of things in JEP Network. I think this is where I think I have to explain again and again. As a member, once you log into www.jebyouth.network.com and go into the sign-in space, click on it to give you an interface to input all your details, after which you become a member of JEP Network. You will have access to all these things that are listed behind. 1. For youth unification. All Nigerian youth, one voice. We can only do that if we have a common interface. If we stay in the same house all together, we are going to do great things. What happens in the developed country? When they want to invent something, all they do is to get a kind of class of youth, put them in a certain environment, lock them up and give them time. I'm telling you, they will come with solutions much more than required. So we need to put ourselves in one house, close ourselves together, cross-pollinate ideas, talk to one another, and come up with a solution that will take this country to the next level. And that is why we have to establish the network for the first time to unify the youth of this country all together. We have more than 900 drivers. Immediately after the program, we make a post. It's going to go around to all these 1,000 drivers that are from the grassroots. So they will now do the same thing to their own coverage. And before you know it, all your video will be seen everywhere. So if you have a product, I'm guaranteeing you, it will be seen in Nigeria within just 3 minutes. We have what is called Great Idea Financing Initiative also as a member of JEP Network. A lot of people from the grassroots will have ideas, but there's another youth rescue mission, which this initiative is capable on its own. The initiative is capable on its own to raise that fund that will empower 1,000 youth across this country, which we want after some time to duplicate the same and do 1,000 by 1,000. Imagine what that will be. The initiative has been started all together. We are all going there, by the grace of God, we are coming to a kind of environment to tell people that what we said the day of launching is actually taking place. Health-related financial assistance. We have a well-structured, designed, let me call it system, embedded in JEP Network, that if anybody is passing through health challenges, genuinely will be accessed directly by his local government rep. The local government rep will communicate to the state rep, and the state rep will communicate to the body, national body itself. That person, if his sickness is genuine, we will use this platform to solicit for members to assist that person directly, even if it's ₦1, because we are trying to have a coverage of over 30 million before the end of September by those days. So imagine a member paying 50 kobo to a member that is sick. I don't think it's taking anything out of your bank account. And that will amount to 15 million naira given to that person. All you need to do is to be a member of JB Network. Exist for a certain period of time. The minimum is 6 months before you can benefit, because we have to keep the site active. We have to do one thing or the other for the site before anybody will come. Not only you, anybody from the village that you see is passing through that challenge. All you need to do is communicate to the local government rep. The local government rep will communicate to the state rep will communicate to the national body, and that person's picture and the specification of his sickness will be on the site, and that will now ask members to pay at least 1 naira to that person's account. Just 1 naira. If 30 million is paying 1 naira to your account, imagine how much that amount of money will be. Promotion of peaceful and harmonious coexistence. This is going to be our main focus. Without peace and living in harmony, we are going nowhere. You can build 250 houses. If there's anything, crisis or trouble, just remember, or know this at the back of your mind, that you automatically having nothing. So we must come up with different programs, lectures and seminars, inviting youth. We don't want anybody on the platform except the youth. We want to invite them. We have them even here. A lot of them are coming out to speak to you. You will know that the youth have enormous potential. And at the end of the day, we are going to succeed in doing that. All we do is to preach this thing to ourselves. Tell ourselves what we want to do. Not what other people are telling us we want to do. We just know what we want to do on our own. Then finally, promotion and exhibition of agricultural produce and processing. I was discussing with a great man from Kaduna State, which happened to be a young man. I only know him by name, Arewa man. He said he's from Southern Kaduna. The Southern Kaduna is producing chitta, that's ginger. And that ginger is sold for 10,000 naira. That's an abomination. We school outside Nigeria, we know how much ginger costs. It's close to 40,000 naira equivalent. Why is it sold in Nigeria for 10,000 naira? It's because of the deceitful empowerment that has been taking place in Southern Kaduna and other part of Kaduna State that is producing one thing or the other. People will come and empower you. How are they empowering you? By teaching you how to process rice. Are you producing rice? We really want to go back to the grassroots. Anybody who is into production of anything, that person should be empowered with enough information and machines that will help him go into processing. So at the end of the day, we will not only dwell on production, while other people are there processing the product, making the health of billions, and we are dying here in poverty. So with these 5 reasons, we ask everybody, yourself and all your family members, your loved ones, extend this message to them and tell them to register as JEP members. They will stand to benefit for these 5 benefits directly. You don't need an intermediary. The idea of state, local government, and the zonal reps is they are to be empowered first before any other person. It is not that they are working for salary, and nobody is giving us anything, and nobody has ever given us anything. We all understand that within ourselves, we have what it takes to use the service of one another and take ourselves to the next level. This is a space we dedicated for advertisements. As company with initiatives, as company with product, as individual with anything you have in the village. If you are established, this space is meant for you. All you have to do is, I will tell you that we are very sure that if you make a single click on a computer, this product you want Nigeria to see will be seen within 1 minute. Come, we will tell you how much it will cost you to market whatever you have on just this board. For members, their own is free of charge. We've passed that. This is for people because we need to keep the initiative going. The base is meant for that advertisement, which will reach out to companies soon. We are ready. Also, the platform, which is the structure that we have this coverage in the states or in the country as a because of money, will hold a lot of things that you cannot imagine as a member. We have Dr. Yahya Ibrahim Sharki. He's based in the United States. He's a lecturer in Bristol. He's my very good friend. We've been working together. Whenever we need something that is not visible here in Nigeria, we communicate to Yahya Ibrahim Sharki and he sends that to us immediately. That is why he is the head of our research and development. Here with me, we call him the guru. For you to know he's the guru, you just need to be around him for just 10 minutes. He was my classmate. We schooled together outside Nigeria. In the school, they say I was the best student that time, but I always believed that Abubakar is the best student. He's here with me, the person in controlling even the projector now. Technical support. So let's see. Let's just use, we are in the North Central Geopolitical Zone. Let's go back to North Central Geopolitical Zone and see if anybody is having anything to contend that. Is it truly represented? All the members that are here, you'll be seen on the platform, and we call them all. Virtually, many of them, I don't know them because we have to send people to go to the grassroots, which are agents, just serving as ambassadors to reach out to those people and come up with the result. So let's click on the North-West coordinator. If you really want to know how many states we have under the state, all we need to do, I think, is just show it here for everybody to see. These are the number of states we have under the Northwest geopolitical zone. We have 7 states. We have 7 states. 7 states. No, it's not 8. I'll explain why you are seeing 8. Kaduna State is too, should I say, it's too big or it's very important? I don't want people to think because it's from Kaduna. Basically, I don't know where I'm from, but I'm based in Kaduna. Kaduna State is somehow controversial and it's difficult for us to get to that point. We have to have a coordinator and a representative. The coordinator is very intelligent and vibrant. He has been the one coordinating the affairs, going down to the grassroots, communicating, calling, doing everything. The work will be too much on him. We have to appoint another person to serve at the capacity of representation, which we have a very good representative. He has been delivering lectures. He has been with us for the past 2 days now, putting things together. That's why under Kaduna State we have 2. We have the coordinator, which is a person of Bashir Yakubu. I think he's here with us. Then we have the representative, a person of Kelvin Oben Emmanuel. This guy as representative, he is the one going for any function that has to do with Kaduna State as a ceremonial leader of the initiative in Kaduna State. That's why all of them are here with us, and that's why we are having more than 7 under that geopolitical zone. If you really want to know where all these people are from, all you need to do is just put them out on each and every one of them. You will now see that, move there, let's see the next person. This person is from Jigawa State, he's coordinating Jigawa State. And all the local government under Jigawa State are embedded under this platform. They're embedded with this man. So all the local government in Jigawa is represented with this man. I think we have to prove that. And then we'll give you contact of all those people if you really need to communicate to them directly. Or if you are from anywhere in Jigawa, all you need to do is just raise your hands up, tell us the local government. We'll just go to the search engine directly, we'll know who is representing you at that local government, then you'll see that the person is worth to represent you or not. Because no one is having less than NCE on the whole 900 drivers we have here. Some local government are having PhD. Let's go quickly to Kaduna State, because that's the point. This is Kaduna State. I talked about the representative. Let's move and see this is the representative. The other guy, the Bashir Yakubu, is the coordinator. I think 2 of them are here. Bashir is here with me. Kelvin is somewhere here. Look at him also. So let's view Kaduna State and see. Is Kaduna State fully represented from the grassroots? Now, I don't think time will permit us to call all of them, but we'll all see them now in the structure. These are the people representing Kaduna State. And I think there are 23, and virtually 20 are present on ground. 20 are here with us on ground, and they are all from their respective local government down to the grassroots. So whatever gem is sending to Kaduna State, it's very sure it goes down to the grassroots to reach everybody. We can filter our database and deal with us. Then we also have Al-Amin Aliyu from Kaduna South local government. He's also here with us. We have the next person, Faiza Musa. She's a Makarfi local government rep. I think she's also here with us. We have Israel B. Gotom. He is also here with us seated. We have Yusuf Aymarafa, I think he's also here with us, somewhere seated around. That's him. Then we have Benjamin Clement from Katia local government. Look at him, fully represented. We also have Buhari from Chiku local government. Okay, at Johnson. The idea is that if you are from any local government, just name it. Let us search and see if the local government is represented. Because we are starting the next project, which is to network the world. We want everybody from all the world. Send simple message and get it down to the grassroots. And all these people that will be on the platform are ambassadors. And they will be the one linking you up with all the necessary information you need to know. But to access the site and sell your product and advertise something, you don't need to even go through any representative. All you need to do is from your room, log onto the site, put in your details. You have access directly to market whatever product you have. All we need to do is to look at, is it contraband? Is it truly locally produced? If the answer is yes, we give you authorization for that product to exist on our platform for sale. With this, for me not to take much time, during the process of my colleague guys will be taking us through how to log onto the site, register and be members, and how to market the product, benefit for all that. I think you will get more information on that.